Welcome to the Masculine Code Podcast. I'm your host, Jim Vance. And today I want to talk about something I think it's super vital, super important for men to understand. I did this training in my men's community a few days ago, maybe last week. It's called Your Word is Law. And I just want to give it to the world. I give it to I train in my brotherhood group every day, multiple times a day. And so this one I thought men need to hear around the world. And I think it's just a great frame of reference to understand. Your word is law. So I heard this concept several years ago from a coach or from guru or something. And they said your word is law. Your word has to be law. And for a minute, it took me to really understand what that meant. Like, what does it mean to have your word be law? And my wounded self went back to the way my dad was. Like, he always used to tell me, like, hey, my word's law. You do as I say do, not as I do. And I was like, oh shit. Is that what this means? You know, and a lot of men will take that as that's what that means. Like from the wounded masculine state, that your word is law means that you have control over everybody and everything. And this is not what I'm talking about. This is not the energy that I have behind this. This is not the thoughts that I believe are real. See, I try to look at all sides of a thing. And so from the wounded masculine state, this means that I have control. I am an authority. You are going to be forced to do what I say do because my word is law. That doesn't sit well with me. It doesn't sit well with most people. Nobody wants to be fucking told what to do by anybody. And so I had to think a little deeper. And I thought a little deeper. What does this mean from a healthy state? What does this mean from a kind of a whole masculine state? What does that mean? Your word is a law. And I started to really put thoughts behind it because I started to delve into like what integrity was for men and why is it so important and why integrity is so important in a relationship and all this thing. And then I realized like I had a conversation like 2 days before I did this training and a guy just said like, all you have is your word. And I was like, dang, this is so real. So I heard that in a sauna. Hey, all you have is your word. I was like, yeah, I agree. And then I was watching 1923 with my wife, and there was a scene in it where the guy goes, "You're a man of your word," and it was a guy that was dying, and the guy that was dying says, "Your word is all you have." And I'm like, oh man, this is like a full circle moment. Because yeah, I thought about it and I had really dove into the idea of integrity, but your word is law. What you put your name on in this lifetime has to become law for you. Not for everybody else, for you. Like what I say about the things I want to do, the things I want to accomplish, the things I want to agree to do that's in alignment with my life, that's just for me. And so my word had to become law with the man that I am. My word had to become law with the man that I said I was. See, I think probably one of the greatest uh, disconnectors of relationships is the lack of integrity. And it starts with your relationship with self. It's your lack of integrity with self, your lack of your word meaning shit to you. So I have so many men in my world that come to me every day and they say this and they say that, and they say this and but I never see them moving towards shit. And I can only imagine if they're telling me this, I can imagine they're telling their wife this shit, they're telling their kids this shit. Hey, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna start working out more and I'm gonna be more present and we're gonna go on more dates and we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. And it's like you become Mr. Say shit. I just say shit out of my mouth. hoping that other people like it so that I feel good about them liking the things I'm saying. I just, that fucking childish bullshit's got to fucking go. Honestly, it's fucking wounded. It's fucking destructive. It's fucking childish. It's not positive for anybody at any moment to relate to. Right? If you say shit out of your mouth towards somebody that you care about and you're not willing to walk it true, don't fucking say it. If you agree to shit that you don't want to agree to, and you know that you're not going to show up full ass and take care of it with a full head of steam and a clear conscience, stop fucking saying yes. If you constantly tell your kids about what you're going to do for them and how you're going to do this and how you're going to do that, knowing that you're going to be too tired, too burnt out, and really don't give a shit about doing any of those things, stop fucking doing it. See, a lot of the problems that you have with your word being law is that your word has no value because you say yes to everything and you run your fucking shit talker so much about all the things that you say you're going to do. You talk about all the things that you say you're going to make happen and show up for this and show up for that and da 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 da, and you're just dancing for fucking approval. Like you're just in performance or you're not in your power. A man that lives from the concept that his word is law, he only puts his name on shit that is in alignment with the walk that he's walking, with his standards, with his values, with his boundaries. He doesn't just go around say shit guy. Everything that he says is thought through. Everything that he said is grounded in truth. Everything that he says is committed to with action. And that's how your word becomes law. Because the more you say shit, and this is so powerful for you to understand, the more you say shit about the life that you want to live, the more you say shit about the goals you want to achieve, the more you say shit about the things that you're going to do for your wife and your kids and your family and your legacy and all this shit, and you then don't walk it true, you break your trust with you. And you start to second guess your ability to show up for shit in the world. And that's why you see so many men cower toward action. They cower toward change. They cower toward transformation. They cower toward making a move or taking a risk because they have grown a lack of distrust in self. Because everything they say they would do, they are not doing it. Everything they keep putting their name on, they're not willing to show up for it because they didn't really want to do it in the first place. They were just doing it from ulterior motives. I'm going to try to get this person to like me by saying yes to shit that I don't like. Then I will hopefully make them feel good about me, and then I will feel good in their presence because they feel good about me. Manipulative motherfuckers. See, your word is law. I committed to my group, the Brotherhood, when I started to do trainings in there. I do trainings in there every day. And there are plenty of days where I could take a break on the weekend. I could not do it. I could not show up. Mother's Day was this past weekend, and then we had a date night, me and my wife, and it went long. And there was an opportunity there where I could have said, "Hey, I'm going to take this day off. I'm going to take this day and not show up for the thing that I committed to." Old me, absolutely would have done it. Hey, I'm giving you 5 days. I'm taking 2 days off. I'm going to call that commitment. No, that's not commitment. That's fucking taking 2 days of being wasting energy. And so when I committed to the process, I put my name on it. No matter what the day is, before midnight, you're getting a training in my group. Before midnight, you're going to feel the fire out of my heart. Before midnight, you're going to feel change in your soul because of the shit I'm teaching. Because I have a word with myself. And not only with myself, I committed a word to other men. And I got to walk it true every day because my word is a law. I live in that law. My word is not law for other people. My word is law for me. Like the standards I have for me, those are my standards. The values I have for me, those are my values. The commitments I make for me, those are my commitments. They're not my wife's, they're not my kids, they're not my friends, they're nobody's. They're mine. And the more I showed up for that level of thinking and that level of action, the more in alignment I lived, because then I'm living in truth every day. I'm living in alignment with the truth that I want to live in. I want to be a man of a fucking high integrity. I want to be a man of action. I want to be a man of direction. I don't want to be a man that just says a bunch of damn plots on a map, but he never drives his car in that direction. It's not who I am. It's not who I've ever been. I've always been a go getter. I've always set my goals high. I've always fucking moved after the thing that I wanted. Sometimes it's easy to take time off and not do and not show up and not be accountable. But you're not serving anybody but you. Right? There's a difference between like chosen suffering and unchosen suffering. And your ability to choose to move toward the things that you commit to, it may be hard, yes, but everything's hard until we face it. And then it becomes easy. But if you're choosing constantly to avoid the discomfort of doing something new or committing to or doing something you commit to, like you're unconsciously choosing suffering for yourself too. Because suffering is going to find you. The more you break your word with yourself, the more lack of trust you have in yourself, the more second guessing you do of yourself. And also, the more you break your trust, like your word with yourself, your wife sees it. And your wife goes, fuck, like, I can't trust him in the world. If he will lie to himself, if he won't keep his word to himself, how will he keep his word to me? How will he keep his word to this family? How will he keep his word to his job? How will he keep his word to his boss? She starts to second guess. She starts to see, like, fuck, like, this is not a man that's aligned in his actions, aligned in his words. He's just saying shit. And it, like, how can you be a man that, like, leads kids? That when you don't commit to yourself, but then your kids see you not showing up for the things that you're showing up for, they're going to second guess your ability or desire to show up for them and lead them. They're going to come with these, oh, yeah, you're probably not going to do that. Yeah, you'll probably say no to this. Yeah, you probably won't do that. Yeah, you're probably too tired for this. All of these things come from their observation of you. See, you're always in observation. You're in observation of other things and you're under observation by other people. And your word is the first thing they look at. So, like, whatever your commitments are, if you have casual commitments, and that's what a lot of people do. I'm talking men and women, but I work with men all the time, and I see this a lot. We have casual commitments. That meaning, not like you're casually committed to like intimate activity. I'm talking about casual commitments to your life. Like you're casually committed to your relationship. You don't date her. You don't hold space for her. You don't know who the fuck she is. You're not having conversations with her. You're just kind of going to work, coming home, going to sleep, hoping to get fucked maybe once every 6 months. And you're just kind of showing up half assed. You have casual commitments to your kids. Like you're just there to kind of maybe discipline them. But are you there to love them? Are you there to lead them? Are you there to teach them? Are you there to show them the lessons of life? Are you casually committed to yourself? Like, are you casually committed to your health? Like, you say you want to be in shape, but you fucking eat bonbons and sit on the couch 5 days a week. You might work out once and you call yourself working out and get better. You're not. You're fucking lying to yourself, right? You have casual commitments to financial stability. Like you say you want to be better, you say you want to have more money, you say you want to be able to provide for your family, but you're unwilling to take risk and put yourself out there and try new things and show up for things that you desire because it's scary. Who gives a fuck? You know what's scary? Scary is waking up and there's no money in your bank account. Scary is waking up realizing like I'm not providing the life that I said I would for my wife and my kids. That's scary, right? Casual commitments toward your own personal development. Like grow in you. Like you say you want to be a better man, but you ain't picked up a book in fucking 20 years. You haven't lifted a weight. You haven't listened to a podcast. You haven't written in your journal. You haven't reached out to work with other people, take classes, take courses. I'm in fucking constant growth mode all the time. And this is what I do for a living. I help other men become better, yet I still show up to become better for me. You got casual commitments to your relationships, right? You barely show up for your friends. You barely show up for your family, but you have all the expectation that they would do A, B, and C for you. See, your casual commitments to life shows you your word is not strong. Your word is not law. Your word is a bunch of bullshit that you hope other people believe. So then you feel good about them believing you. Why isn't your word law? Why isn't it that you don't find your word valuable enough to show up for every fucking day? Why isn't it that when you commit to something, you're not whole ass committed? You're half ass committed. Is it because you're a people pleaser? Is it because you are a nice guy? Is it because you have no standards for your word? Is it because you don't find any fucking value in what you say? You just say it because you think other people want to hear it? Is it because you just don't want to fucking commit to you because you don't like you so much? All of those are red flags. All those are things that we need to work on. All those are things that I help men with all around the world. Not because they can't do it, it's because they don't know how to do it. I teach them how. I teach them how to show up for themselves. I teach them how to be fucking integral. I teach them how to live in alignment with themselves based off of what is alignment for them. And they grow into a man that fucking stands in his power and is not just dancing and performance every day. See, your family needs a man in his stillness, in his groundedness, in his leadership, with full integrity, that his word is law. No matter where he commits it, it becomes a rule. It becomes legit. It becomes the dominating factor. And I taught this training in my community, the Brotherhood, because I know men around the world need to hear this shit. And if this is like something that lit you up, like it fucking like set you on fire, like my word needs to be fucking law. My brothers, come to the Brotherhood. I promise you, it will change how you view yourself. It will change how you show up to life. It will change how you commit to your word. It will change your level of integrity. It will change how you relate to other men. It will change you into this passive, like non-action oriented man to a fucking man of action, a man, a leader, a man that fucking makes it happen, a man of his word, a man that fucking doesn't settle for bullshit anymore. If that's what you want, like that's the life that you desire, that's the man you want to be seen as, the man that's fucking moving and not ducking and dodging anymore. Like he's fucking, hey, here's a problem, boom, move toward it, solution. Here's how we change it. Here's how we shift it. Here's how we move to here, move to there, set new rules, set new goals, go make it happen every day. There's no days off from being a high performing man. Now, most of y'all are taking a lifetime off. You give yourself excuses. You negotiate with the inner bitch. You don't fucking hold yourself accountable to the words that you say. Therefore, your word can never be law. And you're a man built on that one principle. Your word that you give is all that you have. And if your word to yourself is broken, then your word to the world will never be whole. Your word to your wife will never be fulfilled. Your word to your kids will always be broken. When are you going to commit to you? When are you going to invest in the man that you want to be? When are you going to show up for the man that you say to the world that you are, but you don't fucking walk it every day? When? The fucking story's getting old. The fucking spinning your wheels all the time is getting old. You're starting to lose faith in you. Your wife's starting to lose faith in you. Your kids have lost faith in you. And it's because you have yet to commit to you. You're committed to everything and everybody, but the person that goes to those places, he doesn't get that commitment. He doesn't get that leadership. He doesn't get that fucking oomph every day. Why not? When did you decide that you're not worthy enough to fucking go all in on you? When did you decide that you need other people to go all in with you so you can feel good about maybe this thinking I'll go all in with me? God made you in his perfect vision. He made you in his perfect love. He didn't break any mold. He didn't break you. He didn't make you unfixable. He didn't make you unlovable. He didn't make you undesirable. You chose those paths. And now it's time to choose the path that you want. I'm extending an invitation to men that are tired of fucking walking along, tired of carrying the burdens alone, tired of showing up to things that they don't fucking want to do anymore, tired of just spinning their wheels, running their traps, and nothing ever happens. I'm extending an invitation to you to join the brotherhood where everything happens because you're held accountable to the shit that comes out of your mouth every day. You don't get to back off. You don't get to step back. You don't get to fall down. You get to stand up. Stand in your power. Stand in your confidence. Stand in your leadership. Stand in your vulnerability. Then and only then will you become the man that lives by his word, and his word becomes law. If you're ready for that, comment brotherhood or check the link in the show notes, the Hoobie, and click on the brotherhood and let's get started, man. Hope you guys have an amazing week. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you like what you hear, please share this out to somebody. And if not, I'll talk to you next week.